Domlink, it's your boy Ink. We got um I said I was gonna review some kitboga, right? We started watching Abel, which is the most emotional meltdown. There's a 12 hours video. Today was a very fucking busy day. So we're gonna do the review. We do part one of the review. We only have this, right? Because again it was busy. I kind of I didn't lie per se, but I said I was allowed to listen to music at work. It's technically true, technically not true. When I'm at my place, when I'm working, I'm allowed to have music. If I'm helping other department, if we're doing the setup, if we're cleaning, I'm not allowed. Um, if you look at my come work with me, I'm in a very like not well a secure place. There's two metal pieces. They won't touch me. The lift can touch me, right? The chance that I'm getting injured are next to none. But if you're walking and there's a lift, you work in the company and you get hit, they're just responsible, right? So it's an 11 hours video, which should only take me like 2 3 parts. It's not a 21 hours like Berserk, but still, it's gonna take me some time. Today I only could watch like a 2 hours with a half day. So 2 hours out of 5 hours. It's not that bad, right? So let's start right away. Again, shout out to Kid Boga. You can find him on YouTube and on Twitch at Kid Boga. I strongly recommend the content creator. He's amazing. He is phenomenal. We have more Kid Boga, which is again the channel where you do more, and Kid Boga. So let's stop with the freaking pretense. Let's stop with the talking and let's get into the subject as always. So we got a Abel, which is again one of the bigger video of the Kid Boga, right? Abel and Linda, Dr. Linda is fantastic. She's like this shrink, but she's not really a shrink. And this video is kind of fun because should I go in order or should I tell you? Okay, I'll tell you. Fuck the order. Linda is a doctor, but to she's not allowed to practice because she's just shrink, right? And she's supposed to help her client, and helping her client actually means like, yo, I need a diploma. She doesn't have a diploma, but she's allowed to work by internet. It's kind of like a gray zone. Is it really a gray zone? I don't fucking know. I just enjoy the content, so good enough for me. If Kit says it, good enough for me. I need a lot of convincing, right? And is a McAfee. Reformed McAfee is a company that offers security services, right? And it's kind of cool because there was a couple of time where Kit used McAfee. He was buying coffee machine. He was buying coffee. That's kind of cool. Quick to it's to me. So again, I take notes because I have a shitty memories. And of course, those notes are what I find funny. So with Kid Boga in particular, since his aim is to waste time, there's a lot of time where it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna take notes, which for a lot of people don't mean shit. For me, they mean something. Since it's 11 hours and it's a long time, I found it, you went really quick to the viewer, and in an aspect where you're trying to waste the guy's time, the quicker you get to the viewer. When I talk about quick to viewer, I'm talking about they have this program they can install on your computer so they can view your computer. That's what I'm talking about, right? But it's still 11 hours, so I was like, okay, well, he lost some time here, but he's still able to pull it. And it's kind of crazy because usually, if it was me, I'd be okay, I have to waste as much time before the viewer, I have to waste as much time as before. And Kid just went with the feeling. Abel is actually super smart, right? I wrote that Linda make herself look like Doc. She even, bro, Kit is smart, bro. Even left a PDF open, PDF, which is a file on Microsoft Word, writing down like a psychology theory, so that way when the scammer came and saw, it was like, okay, well, she's for real. It made herself believable because again, the beauty of Kid Boga, the beauty of scam baiting, the scammer are selling that it's a legit company. The scammers are selling you that, yo, we're legit and we're gonna help you out. But Kit has to sell that he's not a scam baiter, right? So this constant jute. So it's kind of cool that it made it seem like a really believable. He sold some Aristotle, which is one of the most popular like psychology mind. People always think about Freud or the guy who was sleep with his daughter. Yep. Ophelia. Papa Soul was one of the first. Think about swamp monster. Well, what is funny is Aristotle was in ancient Greece. The swamp monster wasn't even in existence, right? So it kind of makes sense, and it makes sense to us because I'm Canadian, Kitty's American, and it does make sense because we have a similar culture. But for somebody coming from India, where the culture is completely different, a swamp monster is not something they're gonna talk about. So it's kind of cool that we're talking about this because we get it that they don't. Right? I'm not trying to say that the scammer is the enemy, but the scammer isn't by any say a good person. So if you can make fun of a bad person, then go ahead, right? Good. Abel, kid always talk about having some big fish and smaller fish, right? And why I love Abel so much is because the big fish for him are people that are receptive, that are smart, that they can think on their feet, they can lie. Most of the scammers they follow a script, and the kid's like, no, that's small fry. I'm not even gonna waste my time with that. Abel, it's kind of cool that we get him to 11 hours, but he's smart. He's really smart. He's super receptive. He's a good liar. You know, bro, he's able to have a conversation with her. He's able to keep her entertained, and the fact that he's able to keep her entertained, right? It's kind of crazy because Kit he's been dealing with Scammer for a while, and even Kit was like, "Yo, this guy's good," right? So they talk about Linda. Yeah, nice. They talk about she analyzed him, right? It's kind of cool because he's smart, and he says Kit plays as if he was analyzing him from a shrink perspective, and I was like, yo, you're analyzing me. And although Kit was playing a game that he's able to pick up on it means that he's smart, right? Linda talked about the legal problems. I think I talked about the video, the video when I said she's allowed to be on the internet. Not Kit, Linda, the character, to shrink, but not in because of a legal problem. And it's kind of cool because Kit explained the problem, and it makes sense, but it's kind of sketchy, kind of not clear, right? It's a lot of like, and then you can kind of understand what he's trying to say, but it's not clear enough. And the guy doesn't want to push it because, you know, even though he's a scammer, he has a respect. He know that it's hurting the person, so and not to talk about it, right? It's not clear. Oh, nice. It's not clear, but still shady. The amount is 289.99, right? I didn't even know how much the refund was, so I didn't get there. Then they talk about Bitcoin, and of course, Kit was able to manage to like a spoof a website to say he has that many Bitcoin. It's kind of cool because Bitcoin at that time, this was during the pandemic, so like that time the cash was insane. We're talking $100,000, $20,000. So, it's kind of an aim for the scammer. Just know that she has money because the more money she has, the more he can steal, right? Let's talk about it and say. Linda, she said she has some. She didn't know that it was worth. And then we have the pizza theory. Pizza theory is something that Kit came up with, saying, "Oh, it depends. Are you like there's a 12 size of pizza? There's a pizza, normal size of pizza, and we have slices. How many slices do you take? You wait until everybody is served, or you take, you make sure that you're full first. And technically, it's kind of cool because this is okay. So I'm not sure about the pizza theory. I'm not sure if I follow it. He keeps on saying that's deep. To me, it's not that deep, right? It's talking about how if you take 3 slices of pizza, you're kind of selfish. But if you can take one, you think about others. But you can think about others and not being full, and then you did a disservice to yourself because let's, for example, okay, if the I love kitboga. I feel bad saying this, but let's say the guy who made the party, he has one pizza for 5 people, and there's 12 slices. That's not enough for 5 people, right? So yes, if you take the one slice, you're a good person. But the person who ordered the pizza is an asshole because he knew some people were gonna have to sacrifices. So you're basically enabling a behavior where people take advantage of the kindness, right? And people taking care of the kindness is scammers. When we're trying to get why who we're trying to waste time of scammer. Who we're trying to stop a scammer. See, okay, it is deep. So that was the video. I'll do a part 2 on Monday. As always, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.